Well, I am delighted to be here at Buck Russell's Sandwich Shop here in downtown Wilmette on the 1100 block of Greenleaf. And it is part of the Ballyhoo Hospitality Group, which is actually owned by a family here in Wilmette. And there are a number of restaurants that are under the umbrella. Again, Buck Russell's, Sal's Pizzeria, Sophia's, just to name a few. But what many might not necessarily associate is the amazing desserts and treats that they have, which is actually in the bakery right next door. And I am very excited to introduce the newest addition to their staff, shall we say, who is the Corporate Pastry Chef for Ballyhoo Hospitality Group, Christine McCabe.
Yes.
And thank you, Christine, for being here today. I'd love to, I know you're a big deal. Like, I've heard that you've had some amazing recognition in the Pastery world. Sorry, terrible there. But I'd love to hear a little bit about your background. How did you get into becoming the pastry chef here? Kind of background, yeah.
Well, I was going to school at DePaul for business management and baked a lot and cooked a lot and loved to entertain, and was kind of bored doing accounting and stuff like that. So one day somebody suggested I go to culinary school and didn't even know that existed. Next thing you know, I was signed up and madly in love with never looked back.
I love it. So you went from accounting, did you say, into pastry?
Yes.
Wow. I love it. The sweeter thing, shall we say, right?
And that way I got to use my mathematical brain still too with that. So.
You know what, that is so true, right? Because baking is a science, whereas cooking is kind of an art, but really baking is a combination, I would think, with the creativity.
Perfection centered, yeah.
Got it. So can you tell me a little bit about you've been, I heard Charlie Trotter's at one point, for those of us that have been around.
Yeah. 3 years there.
So 3 years at Charlie Trotter's, all right, and then a number of other restaurants that you were affiliated with prior to coming here, right?
Mm-hmm. I've been doing this for a while.
And what would you say, do you have proudest moments, recognition, so forth?
I would have to say that the highlights, or not one of the highlights I should say, there's been many, but one was a Sugar Dessert Bar, which was in the city. It was only dessert restaurant, so that was really fun, and that's where I received a lot of recognition and accolades. So.
Well, was it 2005? Was it Bon Appetit, did I hear?
Yes, Pastry Chef of the Year.
Pastry Chef of the Year. I mean, that's pretty amazing. So,
yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. So, Christine, what attracted you to the Ballyhoo Hospitality Group?
Well, I have to say there's probably three main things. One being community, one being hospitality, and the third being the culinary. And they're equally as important throughout this company. So. And really looking forward to being a part of this very strong foundation and adding on to.
And so let me ask you, so now that you've come on board, do you have like a vision as far as maybe what you might be introducing, or?
Well, I have a vision, yes. I'd like to, I want to elevate and put my signature on everything and expand the program a little more.
And so we're going to probably see you maybe in the area. Is it next door here at the bake shop, right?
Yep. And my first impact is going to be here, and then we're going to branch out and hit all the restaurants from here.
So I have a question for you. Is there anything that you really like to make?
Well, there are lots of things, but I have to say one of my favorites is scones, which I love to eat and make. So stay tuned, because there'll be a new addition to the menu. Thank
you so much for your time today. I think that this is so cool, and we are so fortunate to have you as part of our community. And again, for those of you that have not had a chance to come down here to Buck Russell's, but go to this amazing bakery, you will be amazed with all the different treats, and now that we have you, just surprises yet to come. So, yes. So thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you for having me.